Hello everyone on YouTube, Libra Rob here. This episode today is going to be about cigarettes. It's going to be the story about all the brands I tried, what I went through with cigarettes. I first had cigarettes when I was young. It was in the late 90s when I first picked up one. But I didn't get really into smoking regularly till I was like 15. So it was around 2003, 2004 I started smoking regularly. I was under a lot of stress, lots of stuff going on at the time. The very first cigarette I had was Marlboro Menthol. But when I started smoking regularly, I had to smoke Marlboro Reds. Reason for that was because that was the only brand available in this area. That's all everybody ever smoked. It was the most common cigarette brand around here. So eventually I was able to get Marlboro Milds Menthol 100s, which I really liked. Smoked them till one day I saw somebody smoking this long ass cigarette. And I asked the person, what kind of cigarette is that? And she told me it was Virginia Slims 120s. So anyways, I got myself some and I smoked them and I thought they were the best cigarettes ever. And they look just like these. I smoked Virginia Slims from 2004 to 2005. And in 2005 they changed the flavor of the cigarette and the packaging. So they went from this to this. And when I went to the new version, they sucked. Not only did they not taste the same, they didn't even look the same. They used to say Virginia Slims right across it, now it's along the ring. Everything was completely changed. It was no longer the same cigarette, in my opinion. At that point, I had to go try other brands. In 2005, I tried other different 120s brands. I tried Eve. I tried Misty. I tried Carlton. I tried Capri's. I tried Moore. I tried Saratoga. And I tried Max. Max 120s were the one that I preferred out of all of those that I tried. I smoked them between 2005 and 2006 until all of a sudden one day after working I saw these Newport 120 sitting in the store and I'm like, what's this? Wow. I go and I buy them. Best tasting cigarette, best buzz, everything. It was just the best cigarette I've ever had out of any of them. Still like the Max, but the Newport was just amazing. I love them. But they discontinued them in 2007, so I barely had a year to enjoy them. I was so destroyed, miserable. My whole world was turned upside down when they discontinued those. I went right back on the Max 120s, and I smoked them all the way until 2008, when they became fire safe. All brands became fire safe. They tasted horrible, they go out on you, you feel ill from them. Right before I quit, I was coughing up black and brown shit. And I knew at that point I wanted to get off the fire safe. So I did a little research and I found Opal 120s. and Seneca 120s. And these are Canadian cigarettes off of a reservation. And they were not the greatest. They didn't taste so great, but the fire-safe chemicals not being in them made all the difference. So I smoked them from 2008 to 2009, when all of a sudden those cigarettes became fire-safe. I was completely disgusted, pissed. You know, that was like last straw when that happened to the Opals that I stuck with. Then I decided, you know what, if I don't get off these things, they're gonna kill me. Because I was just in bad condition, coughing up shit all the time. I was just in a bad way. I was not in the greatest shape when I was smoking those fire-safe chemical sticks. And that's when I got into the e-cig, which is what my very next episode is going to be about. But I wanted to tell my story about what happened with cigarettes from my experience, because I've seen other people posting and commenting and complaining about what's happened with the cigarettes, and I know I'm not the only one, and I figure if I go out there and say something, you know, people will agree with me, people will comment. Like, you know, we're agreeing upon something. You know, acknowledge it. That's the whole thing. I'm acknowledging all this shit that's happened in the past 6 years. It's like, what happened? All this shit that's happened in the past 6 years. It's like, why? You know, because some idiots burned their houses down? Doesn't mean to fucking poison everybody with this shit. Why would they stick something more cancerous in the cigarette? And to find out, I seen it on another video on YouTube, that it's been documented that the chemical used to extinguish the cigarette is a chemical out of carpet glue. So we're fucking smoking carpet glue cigarettes here. Why would you want to smoke that? Smoking has always been a bad habit, but what cigarettes are now is a fucking death sentence. They're not what they were years ago. Okay, before I forget, there's something else I wanted to show everybody on YouTube. Recently, I found cigarettes that were not fire safe. They've probably been sitting there for years now. But I picked them up. I'm going to show you all the difference between the fire safe and the non-fire safe. I'm going to light up the Marlboro Skyline. As you can see right here, FSC, right on the pack. Alright, it's right there. They all have this on all the packs now. I'm going to light this up, and I'm going to show you all the difference between the Marlboro and the Eve that I got. See, the Eves, they're not fire safe. Alright. Okay, they don't even have it on the bottom. Some brands have it on the bottom somewhere. It's not on this. I've smoked these at the party. I chain smoked them. I didn't have any ill effects, and I enjoyed them. I almost didn't want to go back to e-cig, but there's only so many of these left. Alright, I'm lighting up the Marlboro here. Alright, I'm going to take a few more drags and put this down, and then light the Eve. Here we go, we're going to light the Eve now. And then we're going to do a little comparison. Obviously, the fire-safe cigarette is going to just stop burning, like it's going to extinguish, and it won't burn anymore. This one, on the other hand, will be in the ashtray, but it's going to keep on burning, and it's going to be a long stream of ash. And I'll show you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, the Marlboro has stopped burning, but the Eve here, it's still burning. Alright, so if I take the Marlboro out, so as you can see, it just stopped burning out of nowhere. However, the Eve, look at this. Look how long that ash is. Now you know that's a real cigarette right here. And it's still going. This is a real cigarette right here. This ain't one of those fucking bullshit chemical sticks. I mean, they have 4,000 chemicals in them already, but the fire safe shit, you know, it just ruined it for me. Those of you who have been through similar, comment, send a response video, you know, acknowledge that you've experienced this, you know. That's kind of why I wanted to do these videos, because people out there who have been frustrated and angry over all this, I don't want them to feel like they're the only ones, you know. I've experienced it too, and, well, I believe that's all I had to say on the topic. Cigarettes are behind me now. I'm on the e-cigarette. Haven't really been smoking, except, you know, on this episode and that party. But I never enjoy the cigarette like I do the e-cig, so I'm going to stick with the e-cig. And until next time, Libra Rob out. Peace.